Good morning, family and friends, brothers and sisters, and all my saints and subs. Sergeant OCD back out at Alpha Camp. These last couple of weeks with Memorial Day and June being PTSD Awareness Day or month, I kind of, I don't know, went into a slump, and I was in the middle of building this web gear for my dad, from my dad's web belt, and I decided that, tribute to him, I'm going to go ahead and buy the ammo pouches. Now I'm going to explain all this gear a little bit, but I want you to be aware of this month. It's not Pride Month. It's PTSD Awareness Month. And this is the month that I wear this all the time. It's my hope hat. In fact, we're going to get rid of the beanie and wear my hope hat. One of the few months I do wear a hat frontwards. Only because I want people to understand that PTSD is real and it's bad. But let me get set up here. I'm gonna throw everything on a tarp and go through some of this gear. It's been a hard study on this video, just because I miss my dad. So I'm back. This is the layout. Keep hearing something over there. Anyway, I want to read to you from 2 Timothy first, but this is verse 1 through 3. But realize this: in the last days difficult times will come, for men will be lovers of self, lovers of money, boastful, arrogant, revilers, disobedient to parents, ungrateful, unholy, unloving, irreconcilable, malicious, gossip, without self-control, brutal, haters of good, treacherous, reckless, conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, holding to a form of godliness, although they have denied its power, avoiding such men as these days. So the Bible says to avoid bad people. And God has really been talking to me about this for the last 2 months. I've avoided people altogether, and that's wrong. But the other day I had the most beautiful thing happen to me, where God spoke to me and he told me to help others. So, you know, Christians go through trials like that where God is he's still there, but he kind of lets you go on your own to see if you're going to seek him. And I guess I didn't seek him enough, and it wasn't until I prayed, you know, I surrender everything to you, that, oh my, he came back, and wow, I feel, for the last 2 weeks, I felt really peaceful. But I think something's going to happen in the world. So I want to get through Revelation. I'm going to read chapter 10 to you. It's not very long. Then I saw another mighty angel coming down from heaven, surrounded by a cloud with a rainbow over his head. His face shone like the sun, his feet were like pillars of fire, and his hand was a small scroll that had been opened. He stood with his right foot on the sea, his left foot on the land, and he gave a great shout like a roar of a lion. And then he shouted, the seven thunders answered. When the seven thunders spoke, I was about to write, but I heard a voice from heaven saying, "Keep secret what the 700 thunders said, and do not write it down." Then the angel I saw standing on the sea and land raised his right hand toward heaven. He swore on an oath the name of the one who lives forever and ever, who created the heavens and everything in them, the earth and everything in it, the sea and everything in it. He said, "There will be no more delay." When the seventh angel blew his trumpet, God's mysterious plan will be fulfilled. It will happen just as he announced it to his servants, the prophets. Then the voice from heaven spoke to me again, "Go and take the open scroll from the hand of the angel who is standing on the sea and on the land." So I went to the angel and told him, "Give me the scroll. Yes, take it and eat it." He said, "It'll be sweet as honey in your mouth, but it'll turn sour in your stomach." So I took the small scroll from the hand of the angel and I ate it. It was sweet in my mouth, but when I swallowed it, it turned sour in my stomach. Then I was told, "You must prophesy again about many peoples, nations, languages, and kings." See, we are told to prophesy. That doesn't make us prophets. That doesn't make us any better than anybody else. It's just once you read the word and you are called by God, that's what we're required to do. So if you get that calling to go to the Lord, or if you've kind of been dormant for a while, now's the time. Now's the time to get back into it, or get into it and give yourself to Christ. I guarantee you, if you, in your prayer and your heart and your honesty and your integrity, if you say, "I surrender everything to you," things will happen. So I want to go through this belt I made for my father. My stuff, his stuff. But we started out when I found his belt. It's from 1961, and all it had was a canteen cup, canvas, and those are all from 50s. So he was getting issued stuff that was Korean War era, which they were using stuff in World War II in Korea. So a little interesting. But we started out with the belt. I did replace the canvas for nylon, because this is my canvas butt pack, and that butt pack, it's been everywhere with me. You can barely see the US, but it's more period to this belt, so I put it on there. I also have my poncho on there because I use this. The reason I built this was for hiking, but I wanted it to be versatile enough that I could add some armament. So this is one of the originals, because it still has the holes for the hook and loop, just like that's on this bayonet here. It comes off too easy. Now watch me not be able to get it off. Yeah, I don't like the way they come off, and I'm pretty sure you have to. And this is an M7 bayonet, not to period. I can't afford that, or not the originals. So the way you put these on is like that, and then your bayonet could hang like there, which is okay. I'm gonna see how it feels, but I do not trust this. So what I would probably do is shove it down one of these to keep it going, but then you got to worry about it when you take that off, so it's gonna go back on. But yeah, you gotta hook one through, fold the belt a little bit and hook it through again. So It's pretty easy to do. It's just I don't really care for the modern stuff there. But anyway, so bayonet, you know, this is my pistol belt for this is my pistol holster for this belt. And the other thing that was kind of neat, here's his one of his fatigue jacket, or not jacket, fatigue shirt, is they actually had these. Now I dyed this. It was all tan. You could still see the tans coming off, and this little lump here is actually a stone, but I put tape around it because the dye wore off. And I've had this since, I don't know, 88, and it was in one of our field kits. So I'm going to skip over the mags because they didn't have that type then, but these are kind of interesting. Now I bought these off of eBay. These are original. So it goes down and it kind of catches on that. So pull up, pull out, and then you could see they're very worn, but a 20 round mag will fit in there. But if you got 4 of them in there, it's going to be pretty tight. It's got grenade holders, you know, so it'll work. I'm gonna probably put other things in it, like, you know, bug spray and things like that in it, because I'm not going to carry ammo when I'm out hiking. Still the same clasp. Now this is bigger than mine, but you know, we like these clasps. It's 3 holes, obviously. The adjusters, no adjuster on this side, but it does have a snap for a 1911 mag pouch. But you see the things here. Now I put Alice clips on this, or slide keepers. They call them Alice clips. I don't agree with that name because none of what I have is actually considered Alice. Then going over here, this is a first aid pouch. Now this is a tricore bandage. I got 2 of them in there, just in case. Here I've got a first aid kit, some food, fire starting kit, because we never even carried a fire starting kit because we couldn't start a fire. And you'd have a OD green boonie hat. This is his flashlight, and you notice this has the same clips as the harness, you know, where it attaches here. They are for another backpack. So they had, I think they call them rucksacks or whatever. They used to fold up and everything back in World War II in Korea. There's a pack that's actually bigger than this that would hook on there. I'm interested in getting, but this way I can actually have my hiking pack on here too. So one of the things about these, they didn't want them flopping around. So that's what these rings are for. Now you could put it to the D ring here. I just stuck it to here, and it just keeps it from flapping around, which, you know, there's a lot of straps back then, where straps here, straps there, and then the sleeping bag strap was what I hear is a nightmare. And up here I've got a compass case, so I've also got my whistle from Issue. The cord I had to replace, and then I made myself a set of ranger beads. That's what we called them. So did I cover everything? I think so. Yeah, it's a basic belt, and it fits very, very well. I wear it right above my belt line, because if I have a knife, another knife, I can, you know, still have that on there, or if I have something on my belt. It's very cool. This one has the famous Zippo lighter, which every GI carried, because they used to issue cigarettes in the kits. And then it's got a riot grenade. So I don't keep that in there all the time. I just did that for this trip. But I just wanted to show you some of the things that they may have carried, you know, in here. Like these pouches, they may have 2 of these on here, one for grenades and one for ammo, because I'm pretty sure they only carried 4 mags in each, which would have been 8 mags of 20, so that's 160 rounds. Not bad. You know, that's, and of course it's an H harness. Now it's not the H harness from probably, I'm not sure when they switched these clips to the regular, you know, the clips that have the slides on them. I don't really want to take one of these off, but I will. If anybody's worn any of this LCE gear, load carrying equipment gear, you know that it is crucial to have these things taped. I could probably show you a picture of it online. I'll throw a picture in there. But yeah, his flashlight works, and I left a red lens. And underneath, this used to be always so tight growing up as kids, but he had a blue, a red, 2 reds, and that red got melted in there. And there was a white one that was in there too, and that one would always get in the way, so I think we threw it away. But yeah, I grew up with this web belt, playing Army, you know, with the canteen. We filled the canteen, aluminum canteen, with Kool-Aid. What a mistake. But we washed it out in time so it didn't corrode it. It's just, it's so old right now. I have drank out of it, but I won't anymore. But yeah, you see the condition of these is not very good, but that's what I can find. I mean, I didn't pay a lot for them, but I had to scrub them with vinegar and a brush, because there was mold on here. So I think what happened is, like, when these canvas would get wet, see, I taped it right here. The canvas would get wet and they'd close these lids. All the mold was around here, and there was some elsewhere, but I just took the whole thing and scrubbed it out and then let it dry. So it's fine. They look worn, but I'm very happy with building this belt. And this would have been an LCE, load carrying equipment. And they may have called it an individual load carrying equipment, but I'm not going to cover any of the other modern day stuff. But they did have M17 or M17s, M7 bayonets, and let's see if it fits my rifle. That's one thing I didn't try yet. Now, I carried an M16A1, and so did he, so that's pretty interesting. Flip these up a little bit. Oh, that's cool. I like that. This thing's ready to go. So that's about all I have for this part of the video. I went through it earlier very quickly, so you may see some clips of that. I just think this is cool, and it makes me feel very, very good, very happy that I did this for him, even though he's not around anymore. Memorial Day is a hard time. Lost a brother while he was in the service, so that's what Memorial Day is for. And my dad was in Vietnam, and I lost him some 20 years ago. But you never forget, do you? Anyway, God bless you. Take care. Keep your head on a swivel, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.